Given that OPEC is supposed to be a cartel and the cartel operates by agreeing a rate, it's easy to see that things are going wrong. Saudi Arabia, the effective leader of the bloc, wants to reduce oil production in order to drive prices up. Even if the kingdom is extremely wealthy, prices are still half of what they were 2 years ago. But the Saudi demands are being resisted. Over the Gulf, Iran wants to be exempted from the deal since it's desperate for money to counter the effects of Western sanctions on its economy. And Iraq doesn't want to cut production either. It needs all the money it can get to fund the fight against ISIL.
Well, I think the market will respond very dramatically if we don't see a proper deal done. So we'll see oil prices fall back into the 30s, and that means lower revenues for all of these countries through the next year. And given they've already suffered under several years of low oil prices, that could have real consequences for the Middle Eastern region as a whole.
It isn't just the Middle East that's worried. For an OPEC member like Venezuela, its economy deeply troubled, continued low oil prices would be disastrous.
The economy is an absolute mess. I don't think meltdown would be an over-exaggeration. And they need something like $140, $150 barrel of oil to balance the budget. And we are, about $100 short of that at the moment. So, yeah, desperate times for Venezuela. No surprise at all that they're squealing. But unfortunately, at this point, nobody with OPEC seems to be listening.
Add to this Russia, which is not in OPEC, hasn't said if it will cut production. And on top of it all, there is the Trump factor. It is assumed the American president-elect will want to increase production at home, adding even more oil to the global glut. Cheap oil and petrol may be good for consumers, but global political fractures are hitting OPEC's unity hard. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera.